Hello! Before we start any object and workflow configuration activities in Xeelo, we should have a look on application settings and ensure the minimum required setup in order to secure proper functions of Xeelo application. Application settings are of course part of the administration, and we will find them by scrolling a little down on the left side of the screen. Settings are divided into two parts, General and Others. In this video we will focus on the tabs of the General part, starting with Application Layout. Here we can upload logo we would like to see in the application screen in the top left corner, and logo which would always appear on the Xeelo application login screen. The login screen can be further customized using own background picture, or we can change the entire appearance of the login screen by uploading own file with modified CSS styles. Continue with the tab Default. Here we set up the default behavior of templates, update actions, imports and exports in relation to adding new users to Xeelo. We can choose that any newly added user will either have the templates, update actions, exports and imports configured on objects available and visible, or it will be unavailable and the user would be added manually by admin based on individual requirements. Next up, Header allows us to specify the text we see as headers in all used modules of Xeelo. In the next step, we should check the correct entries for input endpoint and license key for the HTML to PDF converter used to create and issue PDF documents from Xeelo. No worries here, these credentials are by default provided by the supplier. With the license tab, we don't change anything. Next tab we focus on is the notification. In order to have functional notifications always arriving to required destination, we need to make sure that all attributes required for sending emails are correctly filled. Next tab, Pages, allows us to play a bit with colors and customize our visual experience with Xeelo. We can specify colors of various blocks displayed on screen matching our company visual identity, or simply adjust those to our personal preference. We're almost at the end, just last two tabs remaining. With the tab Session, we don't need to change anything, and we rather focus on the tab System, where we specify a variety of system attributes. Minimum requirement to ensure proper work of Xeelo is to populate the HTTP address of application server and HTTP address for offline workflow actions. There are further attributes to be set up related to lazy approvals via emails, format of date and comments, login via Microsoft account, two-factor authentication, admin email and email to receive Xeelo usage data, setup of preferred way of parallel request processing, and some few others. Alright. Now we are through the quick application setting overview of Xeelo. Please make always sure you have them set correctly.